as a patient. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
That's the guys, Travis from Australia Young Nick here. Well, let's start building the next model. As I said in the last video, I'm going to be building this little kit. Not very big. There's 3 models in it, plus another 2 from another kit, so I'll be building a total of 5 starships. One I've already started building. It's just a matter of basically gluing one little piece, I think, that broke off back, and painting it and getting it done. The others will all be built. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video, and I hope you'll enjoy this one. So let's get over to the bench. For some reason my blinds are making everything look a little red. Weird. Okay guys, so let's get started with the next model. Be back now. Okay guys, this is the Star Trek Deep Space Nine model kit. As it says, what over there? So, I have looked at this before. That is the other kit which I was talking about, which I'm going to film finished as well. As you can see, the Klingon Warbird is built. It's just those disruptors are off. I thought these were in the same scale as this. I was going to do 4 of them together, and then I realized nope, they're not in the same scale, so I can't do them together. So there we got the Federation Starship. What was this one? I think this is, yeah, Saratoga. Then we've got a rather massive, huge Defiant. And finally the Cardassian. I just can't think of the name now. We're going to be starting with the Cardassian ship first, because it's got the most parts, unlike the Defiant, which, well, it's got almost nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one little part which I think there's another. No, it looks like that's it. Oh yeah, that one's already molded in place. So yeah, a whole 6 pieces to glue together. That's why I'm not starting with that one. I'm starting with this one, which has more on one sprue than that has on the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other half is 9. So since these are not going to be what's the word I'm gonna say, lit or anything, it's just a matter of gluing everything together, painting it, and putting all the decals on. Oh, where did I put my... there's the cutters. And my glue. Okay. So here we go. First piece, let me just tilt it down so you can see as I pack the parts. There we go. Next part. Next part. And that's it. Okay. I just quickly want to find a little sanding stick so I can just sand all of this nice and clean. Just get rid of any unwanted sharp points. And then we can start assembly. Fairly simple little kit. Be back now. Okay guys, my little sanding stick. Anybody can make this. You just take the sandpaper of choice, a stick, ice cream stick, any type of stick. Lay some super glue down, put this on the paper, fold it however you want it, and then just trim off the excess and you got yourself a little sanding stick. Having the ones that's bought is nicer, but if you, like me, stuck at home, you can't get to the model shop for whatever reason, and this is one way at least of being able to make a sanding stick. Okay, that looks alright. Okay, let's get the instructions. We can start assembling. Just gonna fold that to make it easier. And there's the instructions on how to assemble all of it. Pretty simple. Okay. Just go like that. One is the front, one is the back. Oops. Just gotta figure out which is which. I think this is the front one. Okay. these ones go together first like that. There we go. That's that part done. Next part will be this one. I don't know why my hands are so shaky today. There we go, guys. That part is done. Next we're going to glue these two pieces together. Next part done. Okay, sub-assemblies are done. There we go. Now we can start doing the final assembly. I just want to get some other cement out and perfect. Okay. Here we go. Final 2 pieces. That is a very tight fit. And finally, and there we go, guys. One Cardassian warship built. It's there's the name there. Cardassian Galore class cruiser built. So quite a few of these fighting in the Dominion Wars against the Defiant and a whole load of other Federation starships. So there we go, guys. That one is built. That is hopefully the longest one of the build. In a few minutes I'll be starting with the next one. I'll just go in and do some filling around there and do some maybe a little bit of filling and get that all nicely locked up. I just got to figure out how I'm going to mount this onto a little base which I'm going to build. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Be back now. Okay guys, the next one we're going to build is the Defiant. So let's get the little parts I haven't cut off because I don't want them to go missing. So I thought it would be easier just to cut off glue and then do the rest of it. And trying to anyway 34 which goes into this side. There's that one over there. so this one goes in. Not that way. Okay, now I've got this was 34, and that's got to go into there. That's gonna be easier said than done. It appears the gap for this piece is not the right size. It's got to go into there, but it don't fit. Yeah, this one doesn't want to fit, so I'm going to have to give that a bit of a sanding. Well, the model I thought would be the quickest and easiest to build is turning into the hardest and longest to build. And that don't seem to fit. Something does not add up here. That is 34. Okay. Okay guys, I think they've marked this wrong. Yeah, they definitely have. Okay, if anybody builds this kit, 34, which I just cut off this one, is actually 37. And on top of it, it doesn't even fit properly. So yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a problem build. Okay guys, there is a little bit of a fit issue with this one. So yeah, don't know how well you'll see that, but there's little gaps, so this is going to take quite a bit of filling to fill gaps and stuff, which I was hoping I wouldn't have to do too much of. But there's no way I'm going to get past that. So, short of there being fit issues, the numbers are also incorrectly marked. At least this is a small model, so it's pretty easy to figure out where the problems are. And this one is marked 35, which is this one here, but it is actually 36, which is that one there. So if you build this, just be aware of that AMT has kind of messed up the instructions on another model kit. Uh, If I remember right, they messed it up on the 1/350 scale Big Katinga, which Paul Jr. let them know about. Forgive me if I'm not saying your name right. It's Paul Jones Jr. or no, I can't think of it now. I'd have to look on my phone. At least that front one fits nicely. Just a pity the back ones don't. But hopefully the glue sorts that out. Sorry if this is taking longer than I expected. I didn't expect the issues that I'm finding. Okay guys, that's it. If those two are in place and those two are in place, and that's basically all that you have to do, and it's now just a matter of dropping that into place and then everything's done. Just drop some glue on all this. Okay guys, it's basically built. There's a little bit of a gap there. I'm going to take some of the liquid cement, drop it in and put a clamp there just to hold it in place, and hopefully that dries nicely. So that is out of the 5 strips. That is already 2 built and one just needs basically repairs. Anyway guys, that's it for now. When I come back we'll be getting over to this particular one here. So, see you now. Okay guys, the last part of this build, of this particular box, is going to be the USS Saratoga. So I've got to get these 2 parts of the hull together. And the two halves don't want to line up. There I go, drop it. And there I go, drop it again. Okay. Hopefully that edge glues nicely, otherwise I have to put a bit of liquid cement in from the bottle, not from the tube. Okay, next part. And I see there's a piece I forgot to cut off. This piece will go into there. Phew. And this one's coming along nicely. Not perfectly, but nicely. There we go, guys. That's the back end. I do have two more of these ships, except they are much bigger. One day I'll build those, but that day is not today. The next part I'm going to do is I'm getting myself confused, yeah. That shows backwards. Yeah, like that. Okay, got the right one now. This one I'm gonna pause because those are gonna be a little bit on the fragile side, and I'm gonna leave it like that to dry, and then we'll come back a little bit later when that's more secure and I can handle it better without it coming off, because I won't be all that happy if my warpness cell pylons come loose. But I'm trying to put the warpness cells on. There it goes. She's coming along nicely. Now, if you're going to put on the decals and not paint the model and just use the plastic color, which I'm not too fond of because it looks to me plastic, but it'll all come out nice. I've done on the Enterprise, I did a couple without painting. I'm happy with them, but I think I should have rather painted them. These stuff on the inside here, as you can see, it is shining through. So when you put your decals on, it's going to look ugly with that, so I suggest you sand that off from the inside. Otherwise you're going to have a nice looking ship with all this black writing on the inside, and that's not going to be very nice. Now the next part is these ones over here have to go on to the ship like that. It's just a matter of figuring out which is which. Because it looks like you have to put it on. I'm going to try something. And those are two females. How about that? They're not, don't seem to be working properly because they're not the right ones, and that's why I couldn't figure out what was going on. Now it makes sense. That one goes there. This one comes here, and I don't think these two matter. Okay, those have to be put on like that. And then that has to go on. It doesn't matter. That has to go on like that. I think the best way to do that one, I don't think you'll be able to do it this way. Oh, and there I go, drop the damn thing. Exactly what I don't want to do. No. No. So these ones you have to glue, get them in place, and then you can put them in place. And the final part I'll put on will be these, because I don't want to break them off while I'm working with it. Anyway guys, that's how far I am with this. See you later. Okay guys, next we've got to get this part onto there. Like that. That's got to go into there. Like that. There's those two done. Now I'm just going to give it a few seconds to set. I'll just double check. Yep, that is how it's supposed to go. That one is perfectly in place. This one is giving me just a little bit of trouble. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. This nasty lined up. First warm the cell done. Now for the second one. Same thing. If I can grab it. And that one lined up pretty quickly on its own. Oh. And there we go. The Uss Stargazer, I believe this is a Miranda class starship, if I remember right. Even on this one you can see right there the top's black shining through, so you should definitely sand it. Okay. So there we go. That's the ship basically built. The warp nacelles are nicely in place. And that looks like it's in place nicely. Now the last thing we need to do is glue that in place. That little piece there was bent, so I just had to quickly bend it straight. And if the glue will come out. If you can hear my mother in the background, sorry. She tends to talk a bit loud when she's on the cell phone. There we go. And there we go, guys. All complete. This one took a little bit longer than the others because of these two side pylons, but I wanted them to dry nicely so I don't mess anything up. It would have been nice to be able to pop lights in these and light it up, have nav lights and everything, but there is virtually no space in there to do anything, so I'm not even going to try to light this. And the light blocking will be a nightmare on something this thin. Anyway, there we go, guys. That is now the 3 USS Defiant builds done. There's the decals, how you're going to apply all the decals and the paint over there and over there. And in case anybody wants to see, there's the paint which they say you must use. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Next will be priming them, getting them all nice and grey, and then we can come back and paint each one. And once that's all done, then we can put all the decals on and make them look finished. In the other, sorry about the camera, in the other kit, I'll quickly get that and I can show you what's there. Okay, I've got this Romulan Klingon bird of prey. You can just see that broke off there. I've just got to re-glue that. It's got to go back on to there. What I did have to do here is this section here has got a huge gap, so I just cut out some styrene and put it in there to make it look a little bit better. There are big holes at the bottom there. There's a bit of a seam line over there still. Then the next one is the easiest build on the planet, and that would be basically complete. The rest of it is some clear parts. Got a clear part that goes in there. You got a clear part that goes in that one, and then you got 2 clear parts that go in there and in there, and that's it. So technically that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts to build this particular ship. I believe this is a Ferengi Marauder or something like that. I can't remember now. But anyway, that we've already built. I had that as a video. And then of course the Klingon bird of prey, and then that one. Unfortunately this one doesn't come with decals and stuff. I do have some decals that came with the kit. I just misplaced them. I have to find them again. Anyway, I might build this one in this video as well. I might leave it for another video. I haven't decided yet. Anyway guys, see you later. Okay guys, I'm going to get in the clear coat. They're such huge ships. Hard to believe you can cover your hand with one. Okay. Okay guys, be back now. See you then. Okay guys, the top is all primed. Let's just get that bottom. Okay, when we come back, we will be starting on each ship individually, painting them that color, and then getting on to the decals. So, when I come back, we will do one ship at a time, and then after that, we'll do each one's decals. Be back now. Okay guys, I don't have the right color for this model, but I'm going to use the FX15. That is the flat flesh as the base coat, and hopefully once I've got the decals on, it will at least make it look right. They say I must paint it gold. That just seems wrong in so many different ways that I've decided no, I'm going to rather go my own way, and hopefully it turns out alright. Gold, I can't see the ship being gold unless the Ferengi somehow managed to steal the ship and took all the latinum out of the gold, pressed latinum, and then used the gold, well, to decorate their ship, and then put the Aztec paneling over it. Because the ship, coordination ship, definitely won't be gold because, well, come on, they're not that clever. Okay guys, I'll be back now. Seem to have to thin this paint out a little bit more. Okay guys, I'm going to spray this model with this paint, but it's been giving me some problems, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm only going to do a bit of the top, then I'll come back now for the rest. Okay guys, when I come back, we'll be moving on to the next part. I'm not going to videotape the bottom. Be back now. Okay guys, the USS Stargazer is up for paint next. The USS Defiant, there we go. I'm not going to paint her because they say light grey, so I'm just going to leave that colour. Just got to put a clear coat on it before I put on the decals. So I'm just going to paint this one. It says light cream, but I don't think so. To me, light cream looks like it's going to be the wrong color. Cream. Off-white, yeah, but light cream. So I'm just going to give it a light coat of white, so the decals will stand out. Then I've just got to go through and see what pieces of the ship still have to be painted separate. Okay guys, like the last model, I'm not going to paint the other side because otherwise I'm going to make this video way too long. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm going to do a little bit of detail painting on this. The rest of it I'll do off camera. I'm just going to do this one over here and maybe that one there. I'm going to do them in silver first and then do it with clear orange. The detail painting which I've got to do is pretty small, so I'm not going to do it all on camera. There's some small little parts on all these which I've got to do. You can see that came out pretty nice in the white. I'm not going to do it cream, that's just going to stay grey. But now it's small little parts that have to be painted individually. That's going underneath the decals. So I'm going to paint it with this flat aluminium. And then paint the clear over it. It's not much painting to do, but it still needs to be done, unfortunately. So I'm not going to spray that little itty bitty piece because it's just too small. Looks like the paint's got a bit thick, so when we come back I'll start painting it. I'll just quickly got to mix it. Be back now. Okay guys, the paint is basically ready. Yep, it looks nicely mixed again. Didn't realise it had gone so thick. Now the first one I'm going to paint is that one. Oops, there you can just make out the silver. Yeah, didn't go quite according to plan. Just have to do some touch up there. And it's a little bit shaky tonight. Okay, that's that for now. When I come back, all the small parts will be painted and we'll be ready for decals. Be back now. Okay guys, they said I must paint the model gold, but that didn't look right. I looked at the studio model and it's a weirdish beigey type colour. The closest I've got to it is the flesh colour, so I decided to use that. I'm just looking for my Microsoft. For some reason that's just, there we go, found it. So I can put it on the decals. Okay, I'm not going to do all the decals on camera because there's quite a lot of them. So I'm just going to do one or two on the top here, and then the rest of these I'll do off camera. Then I'll do one or two of this one on camera, and the rest off camera, and then the rest, some of them on the Defiant. Okay guys, there's the decal sheet. Now finally remove that. I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to cut off pieces and do all the decals. So I want to do the top half first, so I need to figure out which is the top half. Okay, and G8. I've just got to find G8. Move that just aside like that, and see where how this thing's laid out. G1, 18 to 4, 7. I thought this would be a little bit more properly laid out, but it's not. It's a little confusing. There's 6, and there's G8 at the top. Okay guys, so there's the first one. Drop that into the water. While that's busy soaking, I'm going to look for the one next to it, which is G4. I think I saw that one, and that's quite a big one. You can use an old blade on your knife to cut this, but I find a new blade works better. Only crap is the tip seems to break off pretty easy. Okay, that should hopefully be almost ready. What I found is we must just work this very gently. No, she's not ready. The only problem with some of these decals is it takes quite a while before it becomes loose. If it's still holding on, that's when they tend to break. You just don't loosen up that lacquer quick. Instead of waiting 30 seconds, you got to wait almost a minute and a half. Now, yeah, I redid that with just a plain orange because the clear orange over the aluminium didn't come out very bright. There I just used brown. I looked at the studio model and I got an idea what it's supposed to look like. gold is definitely not the color I feel it should be. Okay, I can throw the next piece in, let that soak, and this one goes there. So like, it's got to go over here. I just got to try to figure out which. Okay, I figured it out. It's got to go down here. Okay, there we go. I believe that's where it's got to go. Look at that. I just quickly want to get some. Never mind, I've got a piece here just to dry up the excess. And the thing moved. Stupid bloody. And it comes off on my finger. Okay. That's come off nicely. Let's go to the next one. This one tore on me. I've got to now try and figure out how this one's supposed to go. It's got the V in it. I think I know how it's got to go. Okay guys, after this one I'm going to go and do the decals off camera because I need to concentrate more than I can while talking, and I need to be able to move this stuff around more easily than I can by trying to keep it in view. When Paul Jim Jr. said these decals weren't all that nice to work with, he wasn't joking. These are really turning out to be really crappy decals to work with. Anyway guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna rather go off camera and complete them. That way I can move the model closer to my face than trying to work down here. Be back there now. Okay guys, I'm now going to start putting the decals on the Defiant. The Galornan core is giving me a real nightmare. These decals are really terrible. Don't know what decals are worse on the planet, but these things are pretty terrible. You must try to push them completely off. Do not have them on here and try to pull them off. Grab them at the furthest part and push them off. Then they won't summer break, but that's no guarantee. Once they're on the model, it won't break there. And I'm doing not too many at one go, because I want to try and minimize the amount of decals I have to put softener on, because these things are truly terrible. They tear so easy and aren't very soft. Thanks. Be back now. Okay guys, sorry about that. My cat wanted to come in, but he doesn't want to come in. Okay, I've put this one on. I was going to start with some of these others, but it doesn't want to exactly lay nicely. So I'm going to try get it to get some bit of lay down, but it doesn't seem to want to. Okay guys, that's it for this one. When I come back, now my battery's just about flat, so I'm going to put it on charge. When I come back, I'll be doing 1 or 2 decals on the Saratoga. I'll be back now. Okay guys, sorry for taking so long to talk. As you can see, the decal broke. As I said, that's the only downside to these decals, is they are very bad. What I should have done was cut this into 4 pieces. That back. Sorry if it was off screen. There's a small little piece right there upside down. Well, anyway, right there, you can't see it. That's got to go right there, which I've still got to try fix. And there the decal breaks again. Okay guys, when I come back the mod will be done on all three of them, because these decals definitely need a lot of concentration and they are super terrible. So when I come back I'll show you the model done. Be back later. Okay guys, the models are done and they are permanently stuck to their base. I didn't show much of what I did, but basically I just took a wood base, cut it down to the size I wanted it, re-glued it. This is a pre-made base. Then I just, as I say, I cut it narrower and I cut it slightly shorter, re-glued the bottoms, printed the picture, wrote on it Star Trek Deep Space Nine Dominion Wars. Then I put the Cardassian Golden Core ship over here. I think it's I could be pronouncing the name wrong, Golden Core, I can't remember the name, and I think it's right. I put that there with some phaser burns. Then I put the USS Saratoga over here, making it look like she's busy pulling up. Well, if you can see this, I don't know, will you be able to see that, but there's a red piece of wire going to this black mark where she's firing, and just in the background there is the US Defiant turning to fire upon her. So that's my little diorama which I made just for fun. There's most probably some guys that could do a much better job than this, but I don't care about it being amazing. I'm happy with the way it turned out. So anyway guys, that's it. Just get it turned so you can see it from different angles. Yeah, working with cameras like this is not easy. Anyway guys, that's it. This little set is done. Had a bit of a mark here, so I just put some black paint on it to make it look like it had been hit by some phaser fire. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. I'll be coming with a new model build. It will be a part of the, I think it's the medical model build, group build. It started at the beginning of this month on the 1st, but I've just taken too long to get to the point and get this one finished. But that particular one doesn't have a end date, so you can take as long as you want. So I'll be coming up with a new video on that one soon. I'm not going to tell you what I'm building, and that's going to be a surprise, but it is going to be one massive model build. Is going to be a lot of modifications and a lot of work. Hopefully she'll turn out the way I want her to, but she is one of 3 that I'm going to be building. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Be back in a second. Okay guys, that's it for this particular model build. It's all done. Now I've got to try and find a place where I can pack this, because I don't have very much space. That's the only downside to model building, is you have to have somewhere to pack all the stuff once you finish building it. Okay guys, in my case with the COVID-19, I am back at work for the last 2 weeks. We are still in lockdown, and there's different sections of South Africa has different lockdown ratings. As far as I understand, we're still in lockdown 4, with some of the other countries already in 3. So yeah, last month I didn't get paid, so last month was a bad month for me, but so far I'm working this month. And I'm not sure when the model shop will be opening again, so I can go get some primer. Anyway guys, I hope all of you are staying safe and having fun building models wherever you are, whether you can go to work yet or not. Live long and prosperous, and happy modeling. Enjoy, and see you guys in the next video. Cheers.